All right, so we should be unmuted and we should be actually live today, hopefully. It says it's live, so hopefully this is coming through all right. Before we get into anything, I should probably check the audio to make sure that it's not horrific and that it's actually coming through the proper program. We hear. No, I did miss. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay, so first off, before we get going into what I have planned for today, which isn't all that much, I do want to make sure that the audio is actually working. So, did the intro play with any actual music or anything like that? Getting the audience, can't wait to see. Yeah, low. That's fine. As long as it wasn't like horrible, because that was just a essentially what that was that was a intro that YouTube did not like for some reason. So let me bump up the mic a little bit. Hopefully that's all right. But essentially, that intro is something that YouTube just did not like for whatever reason. So that one's never going to see the light of day. I did get another intro monetized today, which happened to be the fourth iteration of that video that I uploaded, which is a Russian dance remix. So that's what you guys get to listen to today in the actual video itself. The one that I wanted was this one that I uploaded just to Subscribe Star members, but oops. Hopefully that didn't pop up. That was awful. Anyways, so that subscribe star or that intro will never see the light of day. So I just thought I'd throw that in there at the beginning of the video. Yeah. Thank you guys. Audio is good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So today we are at 49,971 subscribers. So by the end of the day, I should hit 50,000 subscribers. It has taken a very long time to get here, but I am extremely appreciative of everyone who subscribes, watches the video, shares, everyone who just lurks. I lurk in a lot of other channels. I don't comment all that much on just about anybody's video unless I'm really upset or I really like them as a YouTuber. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to you guys because without you guys, I wouldn't be here right now. 50,000 subscribers by the end of the day, maybe during the live stream if we get lucky. But yeah, it's taken a long time to get here. But I'm still incredibly thankful for all of you guys watching, supporting, showing up to the live stream, and everybody who's going to watch this video later on because the last live stream for some reason got like way more views after the fact. It got like 10, 12,000 views when I thought it would probably maybe top out at around 1,000, but it was something that you guys were really interested in. So I appreciate all the support, watching, commenting, sharing, all of that sort of fun stuff. So today, I don't have a insane amount of stuff planned. I was planning on just hanging out, having a good time with you guys, maybe doing some gaming stuff, Age of Empires, maybe some Halo Master Chief Collection, and just, yeah, hanging out for a little while. So, let's see. I do have a video coming out today at 2 p.m. at the regular scheduled time. It is going to be on, as you saw in the intro just there, the PWS Mark 116 Mod 2-M, because everybody's names have to be a little bit ridiculous. Let me go ahead and in my OBS here, because keep in mind that I am not a streamer, but I should be able to figure out, oh, there it is, how to make this work. Yeah, so let's go over what's coming next on the channel real fast because I think some of you might be interested. I'm going to try to get into SHOT Show, and I'm going to try and have the other company that I work for, Gun.Deals, I'm going to try and have them fund the trip basically because it'll be like 5 days, but I'm going to try and get into SHOT Show and make some really fun content that I think you guys are going to enjoy. SHOT Show is one of the silliest times of the year in the gun community. You see all sorts of horrible things that will never come to be, and some other things that probably shouldn't come to be that are. I hope that's not popping through there. It's so annoying. Let me mute this. 8 hours. There we go. All right. Now, let's go ahead and see here. What did I write down? Because I have notes because I'm not a particularly organized person, unfortunately. It might look like that, but that's because I have people forcing me to do the things that I need to do. Let's see. Talked about that. Okay, so for the rest of the year, the next two videos that I hopefully have coming out that are filmed, somewhat edited, are going to be on the one that everybody wants, which is the Vector Continental 1-10 by 28. I can actually probably just show you guys some of the footage that I already have for that because I think you guys might like that. I have that coming out, And then also, I'm finally getting around to the SIG MSR 1 to 6, which is a very, very high value system for about 300 bucks with a mount if you can find it on a good deal. And I think you guys are going to really like that one as well. And there's also some weird prototype stuff, but that's probably not going to come out till next year. Where did I put that? There it is. All right, now that just covered up all of my stuff. Let's go to this, switch the window. Does it not notice it? It doesn't notice it. Give me a second. I can probably just grab the desktop then, put that there. Hey, there we are. Okay, so this is some of the Vector Continental 1 to 10 footage, which performed pretty darn well. So it's a German glass 1 to 10, first focal plane optic, kind of copying the EOTech reticle for around $1,000 bucks. So let's see if I have any good in-scope footage. I probably have some better scope footage lying around, actually. But essentially, it has the EOTech donut of death. And yeah, it works well enough for a 1x, and is pretty decent at 10x as well. Yeah, so as a first LPVO, I think it works really well. It's certainly high value, especially the fact that it comes with a mount. It has just about every feature you would want for about 300 bucks. So the SIG MSR is a good way to go. That the Vortex Strike, you go 1 to 6 or 1 to 8 if you can find them on a good deal. And I'm forgetting Burris RT6 is okay, but kind of outdated. The reticle's not as good as what you can get anymore. I've heard good and bad things about the Arkin 1 to 8, but that's in kind of a different price category now that it's about $500. But I should actually be able to pull up the actual footage. Maybe. DNVG prototype. Don't worry about that. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Let me pull it down just a little bit. Guys still can't see it? There it is. Don't worry about that. All right. I think it was in here that I had it. Yeah, this one? Yeah. So this one here is going to be the next video, hopefully, as long as I can get it actually monetized. Which it should. Scope videos usually are pretty easy to get monetized, in theory. And GoPro being silly, of course. And pull that there. But you guys can see how I have no idea what audio that is, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of that. But you guys can see how as you increase the magnification, you get that donut of death on the low end, and then it kind of disappears around 7 or 8. So there's like a weird funky part where it's really big just around the outer edges. Make that a little bigger for you. But yeah, but it disappears, and then it gives you your mill holdovers and your illuminated center reticle, which is pretty neat. You can see indoors the illumination is decent, but outside you're really relying on that outer ring to draw your eye to the center, and there's not much more than that. So, all right. Let's go. Oh, yeah, and next year, I do want to say as well, Focus Shooting LLC will be coming back. I'll have my uppers back in stock. Not necessarily everything all at once, but I will have like the Mark III, Mark IIIs, because those are the ones that are, for some reason, still the most popular. People really like the quad rails. And then after that, I think we're probably going to do the Mark IV, the Geissele 14.5s, the Geissele 11.5s, and probably actually funny, what sold really well was the 14.5-inch 308s. So I think I will try and get those back, but I also want to try and get Ballistic Advantage to swap those over to a mid-length before I make more of them. But we'll see how that goes. All right. Hey, thanks, Guns and Gear, RTT Guns and Gear. Have fun out there shooting, man. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. All right, so what's your preferred reticle? It really depends on the optic. So if it's a 1 to 6, I really like fiber dot reticles. I think that they work really well because you just need holds maybe out to 400, 500, 600 yards at most. The primary arms, ACSS style reticles are great for BDCs if you want a BDC. A lot of people are only really shooting inside of 400 yards, so it's up to you whether or not you need that capability at extended ranges. Not that it's a bad option to have, but it's just whether or not you need it. So I'm trying to remember the ACSS Aurora reticle. I've used that quite a bit and it's perfectly fine. I've used their Griffin M6 on their GLX 1-6. That one there I thought was really good. But it just needs to match whatever you're doing with it, right? If you just want extra positive identification at 300 yards, the fiber dot reticle is going to work perfect for you. You still get 6 magnification. You get that infinitely precise center dot. And it's super easy to pick up. And if you did want to go out to 400 or 500 yards, you do have the hold overs, but you don't have your wind holds. That's going to be the biggest drawback of something like a fiber dot reticle that I like to use. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into, let's just play a game for a minute, actually. Probably play some Age of Empires 2, so let me go ahead and pull that up, because I don't have that much more planned. I do want to talk about the Glock 49, which is Glock's quote-unquote new handgun. But let's go ahead and get rid of that, and that can stay up. So I do want to talk about that just a little bit, because it's extremely silly. I'm sure Glock fanboys are really going to like it, but it's just kind of silly. And then there was another person who commented on one of my videos, and he had a great idea about talking about a certain company who was selling some of the most expensive risers I had ever seen. And so I do want to try and find that and go over them live, because I think that will be fun to make fun of them a little bit for selling them for so much money. It was like a week ago too, so it's going to be difficult to find. Okay, that's not actually there. Can I just get rid of that? There we go. Okay, that's better. Alright, volume's a little low. Let me see if I can fix that for you. What? Alright, so what volume is a little low? Is the audio volume a little low? It seems like it's good in the OBS software, but the desktop audio, I could probably bump that up a little bit. This game shouldn't be that loud anyways. But I am going to try and find that comment of that guy. Let's see. But that might take a while. There's so many comments on that video that he posted. But I'll have to find it later. Okay. Alright. So this is the Age of Empires 2 DE, if you guys don't know. So they came out with the original game, I think, in 1999. And then in 2019, they came out with the Definitive Edition, or the DE Edition as it's called. And it basically just updated the graphics, updated some of the gameplay a little bit, but they also added a ton of new civilizations. So this is the classic AoE 2, just in a slightly modernized skin. So, I mean, I remember playing this game back when I was like 6 or 7, because I was born in 95, so I probably played it because my brothers had it and I would play it a little bit, because they were obviously older, so I had no idea what I was doing back in the day, but I would just play it just for fun. Alright, let's see. Oh, I am missing that. I probably should have that up. Give me 1 second. There it is. And we'll put it right there. Hey Ferrum, I did see your stuff actually, because I saw you liked like 30 of my posts in a row, so I did actually see your stuff, and that is really cool. I'm glad that you're getting out there doing stuff. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys are, you're doing something in the industry. It's always cool to see new people pop up. So, 16-inch 308 uppers. That is always a possibility. I actually think I did 16-inch uppers, because when I originally did the 12.5-inch and the, when I originally did the 12.5-inch, I think I had 12.5-inch 308, 16-inch 308, and 18-inch 6.5 Creedmoor. And I think if I remember correctly, the 16-inch 308s took the longest to sell out. They did eventually sell out, but they took the longest. So it's a great length, it's perfectly fine, but I just don't think it's necessarily what everybody really wants to put their time and money into. Just because it's kind of basic, right? So if you're going to come out with something, it kind of needs to excite people, like a 14.5 or a 13.9 or something really crazy like a 12.5, which is obviously a little unique and not necessarily the wisest thing in the world, but it is fun. Okay. All right. So actually, I am playing as the Sicilians, which is one of the new civs introduced about a year ago at this point. Okay. Yeah, no, this game came out in '99, and this was back in the hype of RTS. But yeah, no, this is something that I played a ton during my childhood, and then I probably stopped for like 15 years. And then when I figured out they had a DE edition, probably a couple years ago, I was like, heck yeah. So I picked it up for like 30, 40 bucks, and it plays basically exactly how you remember it, which is awesome. Do I have a... Okay, I do. I do have a second one that I probably need to take. And this is just against the AI. It is an extreme AI, but it's not particularly difficult. Let's go grab this guy. And you must only start with one boar here, or one elephant in this case. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, hello. Yeah, so Diamondback is a really interesting company because they actually make like a 13.5, and I re-barreled a gentleman's. He had a Diamondback 13.5 that he wanted swapped out to a 13.9 or a 14.5 pin and weld from Faxon, but it was a Diamondback upper, so it seemed nice enough. I actually didn't get to test fire it because it's a LR308 platform, not a DPMS platform. So I didn't have a lower to test it on. I'm gonna be late on that. Oh dear. I'm really dumb. That's awkward. That's super awkward. I didn't build the second building to go up, so I got the food and I had everything else timed properly, but not that. Okay. Not you. Alright. Okay, so if I could only ever have one optic from now on, what would it be? And that's a really good question. So one optic, so I think we have to move away from red dots at that point, because you can only have one, so you can't even do a red dot and magnifier. So if I could only have one, it would have to be an LPVO, and it would have to be something that I would imagine would hold up. You only got one. So it would probably have to be something a little bit more expensive. I'm trying to think, what's one of the more durable LPVOs that I've tested? You know, actually, I've looked through one. I haven't used one. But the Trigicon VCOG 1-8 with the more upgraded reticle, I think that one there seems like a great idea. Because those things are legitimately built like tanks. So I think that could be cool. That's oops. Okay. Alright, give it to me. ACOG is a good option as well because it's also, not only is it tough, but it's super light. So you're not getting that much of a size and weight penalty. Which is, I think a lot of people are worried about that sort of thing, which isn't something to not be concerned about. So size and weight's a big deal. So an ACOG does everything. Really good glass, really tough, 4x magnification. You can make it work up close, but I think I just prefer like something like a 1:8 in general. And you get better eye relief. You can use it on 1x. And the Trijicon VCOG is also extremely tough. Probably not quite as tough as a ACOG, just because of the design. It is an LPVO at the end of the day. But probably still very tough. Oh, I should. Do I have no idea?
Ordini cacciatori.
It's done. Okay.
Ordini, muratori.
Pronto, sogno. Muratori.
Yeah, the DB57 looks cool. The problem with the DB57 is that it's in 5.7. So I think it's like a cool concept, really small, really lightweight, but beating it is just going to be extremely difficult, you know? That's gonna be
Giusto, va bene. Pronto, giusto. Ordini. Muratori. Salutiamo.
No?
Pronto, muratori.
Oh no. Unless it's open. Is it open here? It is open here. Okay, good to know. Let's go ahead and make sure that's not open. That would be super awkward. Alright. Let's see. So, do ACOGs not actually have an adjustable diopter? Is that a thing? Because that sounds like a missed opportunity right there. You'd think they would need that sort of thing. Usually these guys are running all over the place. Oh, that's a bad fight.
Muratori. Cacciatori, cacciatori. Muratori, salutiamo.
Muratori.
Oh, shoot.
Muratori.
Did I? Oh, okay, I didn't. What are these guys doing? Please.
Pronta, sogno.
Pronto, braccianti. Braccianti.
Okay.
Sì.
Muratori, muratori. Muratori.
Okay. So that should be good. So, yeah, 5.7 is an interesting caliber. It's not horrible, but I just don't know... Like, the one advantage it has over 9mm is it's way easier to shoot, and you obviously get really good ammo capacity as well. So those are legitimate advantages, but is it worth the cost? Because, again, you're not going to be able to afford that much ammo compared to 9mm, because it's still twice the cost of 9mm, isn't it?
sì.
Muratori. Braccianti.
I'm dumb. This is
Ordini.
what happens when I talk too much and I'm not paying attention. There we go.
A vostro servizio. Ho fatto. Sì, sì, ho fatto.
Archers, horse. What
Salutamo.
is? Did I do something wrong here?
Muratori.
Should not be doing that.
A vostro servizio. Sì. Attacchiamo. A vostro servizio.
Oh, they have a lot of these guys. Jeez.
Ho fatto. Sì, signore. Sì, capivo.
Have to route these guys around here.
Capivo. Attaccare.
Come back here,
Sì,
please.
signore. A vostro servizio.
Okay. They're looking pretty good.
Sì, sì. Muratori, 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 muratori.
Oops.
Pronto sono. Muratori, muratori. Taglialegna. Sì. Ho fatto. Sì, signore.
All right. So, let's see. CC Scorpion. CC Scorpion seems overpriced for what it is. It's essentially just a blowback 9mm, not an AR, which is cool. The magazines are cool. The magazines are probably one of the best parts about it. But they're like, what, $1,000? For a blowback 9mm, mediocre ergonomics, mediocre trigger. So it's not terrible. I mean, maybe if you could find one on a great deal, the CZ Scorpion could be a good option. But I don't know. I don't think I would buy one for $1,000. So Desert Tactical asks, when I used to sell steel targets, I got a few, been using them a ton. One of them even cracked. That does happen. I have shot mine week in, week out for the last 4 years now, over 4 years. And yeah, I've broken off edges. I have probably honestly most of them starting to crack at this point, you know, tens of thousands of rounds later. It's possible I do a special run in the future, but right now the main problem that I have still, and it hasn't changed ever since COVID hit, is the prices never got better. So the price went from like 80 cents a pound shipped, 95 cents a pound shipped, something like that, to like now still sitting at around like $2. So it's just not like, it's not exciting to come back and offer something, the same product I was offering for twice the money, right? And it's that was a horrible fight for me. There we go. I think I might still end up losing this fight though. Okay, actually, we did good there. We did good. Barely. That was actually a lot closer than it probably should have been. Okay, so we are maxed out on upgrades. We have a ton of farmers. Just need more production. Okay. We have full upgrades on all of our stuff. We're just going to go full feudal. There's no point in going back to... We're going up to castle right now because I think we have a huge advantage. So I think we're just going to have to catch up to these guys. Yeah. Actually, as soon as I say that, though, I have Castle Age in queue, so... Did I not? Oh, I never did.
Sì, sì. Muratore, minatore.
Bam. Yeah, no, the targets are good, and again, I've used them just an insane amount. I'm sure you're getting use out of them too, but it's just annoying to come back, and what I used to sell for 50 and 60 bucks, you know, for like the bigger targets, now it's like $100 and $120 for the exact same thing. Nothing has changed. They're not higher quality. They're not better, but it's twice the money for almost no reason, which never feels good. At least for me. I don't like doing that sort of thing. Alright. So we're all good there.
Salutiamo.
Ordini.
And you guys can go probably just back there. And then I think we're gonna win this game in early Castle Age.
Sessi. Muratori.
Pronto, muratore, muratore, tadino.
Alright. They're still doing their thing. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Actually, let's check real fast. Okay, so we started off at 49,971. And we are currently at... We dropped one. So 49,970. That's funny. I'm not sure if that updates like super real time, but that is super funny if I actually did drop one. That is funny. Then it becomes a meme. Everyone just unsubscribes so that you never hit it. So you're always just like 20, 30 away forever. Which is funny. That's funny.
Pronta sono. Muratori.
Alright. Oh, okay. So we're actually just gonna pull back then. Oh, wrong one.
Attaccare!
So we're about to get light cap, we're about to get our armor upgrades. But he's about to get crossbow, probably. But I don't want to take the fight until I have all my upgrades. There we go. And then, yeah. This should, in theory, be a total clear for me before he even gets his upgrades. Run away with those guys. There we go. He does have a ton of spearmen though, but let's take out his full archer mass. There we go. And then the problem with spearmen is, yes, they do counter horses, but they're just slow, right? So you just always run away. There's no point in taking a fight against them ever. So I think we should be doing okay now. We've continually taken better fights.
Ordini,
Okay, but I need some there.
muratore.
Sessi.
Giusto.
Let's see if he's taking gold anywhere. So now he's upgraded to pikemen, which are even better. Back here.
Sì, sì. Taglialegna.
Taglialegna.
Alright.
Muratori.
Perfect.
Ordini. Muratori.
That's why. Okay. So I think we'll have to transition into nights here. Actually, let me pull that back up, because otherwise I can't see it. No, so I actually just recently got rid of the P80, the Glock 26. It's perfectly fine, never had any issues with it. I just wanted to move on to something else. I think I'm going to get people are telling me to get the Canic Rival, and so that's probably the next handgun that I'm going to get into, is probably another Canic. Alright. Nothing like the ringing of steel in the cold, crisp morning. Agreed. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, the Sega Romeo 5 XDR. I have the Gen 2, if I try not to hit my mic. I have the Gen 2 right here. And the Gen 2, this is not the XDR version. This is just the X version, but they are coming out with the XDR version. I think right now you can only get it in a combo. So you can get this, but now that it's a one-piece body, you can't swap out the mounts. It's in theory stronger, but it's less flexible. So if you wanted to lift it up, you just have to use a Picatinny riser, which isn't the worst thing. So if a Scorpion is about 700 bucks, like 700 bucks isn't bad, because that's probably, if you wanted to put together like a good AR9, excuse me, you're probably also spending about 700 bucks. So 700 bucks for a mini, that's probably not bad. Now, you're still dealing with, from what I've heard anyway, a mediocre trigger and mediocre ergonomics. So it depends on what you want to do. It does have probably the best pistol caliber carbine mags on the planet, though. So that is a good thing.
Sì.
Muratori.
Right. All right.
Pronta sono.
Okay, so we're actually looking pretty good in here. That's awkward, but...
Muratori.
Salutiamo. Muratori. Ordini. Muratori.
Yeah. Can you guys hear the background music? The background music is absolutely kicking. So they did actually go back and remaster a bunch of the original tracks, which is awesome, because I think obviously the original soundtrack is fantastic, but... Shoot. I always see that. Oh, so we don't have that yet. There we go. The last attack upgrade. And see what we can do here. Because we should probably now be able to... not sure if I want to fight against a full pikeman army, but... Again, we can just run away. That's a lot of dead villagers. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Let's see, what do I have?
Muratori. Pronto sono. Muratori.
Gosh darn it.
Muratori.
Me running out of pop space the entire time.
Pronta sono.
What the heck are you doing?
Muratori. 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 Muratori.
Sì. Ordini.
There we go.
Muratori. Pronto, Sonia. Muratori.
Man, I have so many villagers in here right now. So, Mr. Scott asks, what light do I prefer on my rifles? So, the one that I probably still use the most is the Streamlight HLX, the Streamlight ProTac Rail Mount HLX, which is 1,000 lumens and like just under 30,000 candela. So, it's a really efficient light. Well, no, I don't want to say efficient because it's kind of big, it's kind of heavy. It doesn't cost all that much money, which is great. It's about $100. Comes with a tape switch. Not the best tape switch in the world, but for $100, very, very hard to beat. Gives you a good amount of candela, good amount of light. Is $100. If you want something a little bit more extreme, I've heard good things about the mod lights. I've heard good things about the new Surefire Turbo series. And then, of course, the one that I throw on just about everything just because of how simple it is the HRT Alce, which is like 1,750 lumens, which is a lot. And then 60, 70,000 candela. So a lot of light, just a lot of light. And of course it has the ODA switch, which is the omnidirectional tail cap, which that one there works really well. And it's just just M-LOK. The body switchable, so you can mount it in a couple different ways. That light, actually, what does that light cost? Like $300? I'm actually curious now. Because they did send that one out. I really like it, but would I buy another one? Let me see. HRT Alce. I hit it when I have to click through like 9 different things to find out how much it costs. Advanced weapon light. So for the full version that I have, gosh dang it, $294. Really? Why is one of those $100 cheaper than the other? Am I crazy? Maybe the short body seems to only be $200, which isn't terrible for the 18350. And then you can swap out the different heads. And then that's about the same cost as a Surefire Turbo. So if you're already using Surefire tail caps and switches and stuff like that, you know, it's hard to get away from them because they do have the best ecosystem, even if you don't like their individual parts quite as much.
Minatori.
So I think we're doing okay, even if we're not like killing him yet. I hate that. That's annoying. Whoa. That was horrible pathing. Siege Workshop, not a great idea.
Cacciatori, immediatamente. Giusto, va bene. Immediatamente. Cacciatori, ordini.
Cacciatori. Salutare.
Cacciatori.
We just need to build up a little bit here.
Cacciatori.
Cacciatori. Giusto,
Salutare.
bracciare, va bene. Cacciatori, cacciatori.
Alright.
Muratori, muratori. Muratori, immediatamente.
Shoot, I can't believe I did that. Oh wait, no, I did. Okay.
Muratori.
Alright. And that should be the end of that. So, let me get that back up. Yeah, so the mount is really heavy. Well, just the whole light is kind of heavy, the HLX light. So you are sacrificing weight. But again, the best part about it is it's $100 with a tail switch and with just a push button tail switch, if that's all you want, right? That's why you're buying it. You're not buying it because it's the most powerful, most efficient light on the market. You're buying it because it's $100, right? So, and it's a good light for $100. You know, it just has some downsides. I think actually in terms of weight, it's actually pretty similar to the full size HRT Owls, but the HRT Owls just beats it, just hands down in terms of light output for triple the money. So, and same with the new Surefire Turbos. The Surefire Turbos are actually I think a little bit lighter, so kind of the best of both worlds there. I should just.
Pronta sono. Salutiamo. Giusto.
And what do you guys see?
Muratori. Sessi. Muratori.
Okay.
Ordini.
Muratori. Muratori.
Is there another? There's a. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So, that was easy enough. Just a quick little game. Yeah. All right. And that was against an extreme AI, which is the hardest AI that they have, but it's not particularly difficult if you know what you're doing. Okay. Yeah, the HRT looks good. PDW/PCCs. I don't really have any PDWs or PCCs that I like all that much. I know some people really like the Flux Raider, which is just a SIG P320 in a chassis, right? I know some people really like that because it's super compact. It's basically only a little bit bigger than like a handgun. I've used an MP5. I've owned 2 different MP5s, I want to say. I didn't particularly like either of them. Really big, really heavy. The recoil, which was the best part, I was told, isn't really all that much better than like a standard AR9, which might be controversial, but I was not blown away by the recoil performance. The ergonomics aren't great. The trigger isn't great. So you can probably run an AR9 a lot faster than you can run a what's it called? Than a MP5, even though the MP5 is, you know, triple the price in a lot of cases, especially if you get like an actual HK MP5. Now, again, I know some people like the Scorpion. It's not necessarily my thing for the money. You also have the, what's the one that everybody really likes, the really cheap one, the Strybog. But depending on the magazines, depending on the configuration, you have so many different reports of varying reliability one way or the other that it's really hard to figure out if you're actually getting something worth, you know, worth what they're charging for. Especially some of the newer models are going for like close to $1,000, which is like low end MP5 territory, which again, I don't really like the MP5 either, but the MP5s were reliable. Whereas you're going to hear very, very mixed things about basically all of the Strybogs, unless you get one of the very, very simple blowback 9mm versions. So PCCs aren't necessarily my thing. I do actually have a little AR9 that I need to do a video on. Super cheap upper. It's using the Arrow EPC9 parts. So it does have last round bolt hold open in an AR9 platform. I think it's a 4-inch barrel on this version. I would really like to get like a folding stock. You gotta go away, dude. Go away. Mute chat for 8 hours. 1 week. That should be fine. Okay. But lost my train of thought. Arrow EPC9. Yeah, I'd really like to get a folder for it, and unfortunately, I don't have a 9mm suppressor. I have a 5.56 can and a 30 caliber cam, and I don't want to take one of those and force bore it out to 9mm to use it with that. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon because I really don't want to drop like another $600 on a cheap 9mm can just for the fun of it when I don't shoot 9mm PCCs very much at all. Almost all of what I do is 5.56, 300 blackout, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 Grendel, 6 arc, everything 30 cal and under basically. And so it would be nice to have one because they're quiet, and fun and cheap to shoot. So that might be something I look into in the future, but as of right now, not crazy interested in that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if I can pull up. I think I had on my list of things to do today to talk about the Glock 49. Pulling it up here in another tab. So, Oh dear. The Glock 49. And I've been watching some people's videos on this. And so the Glock 49 is the part of their new modular series of handguns, basically. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say the best of both worlds, but something that people something that people have been interested in a long time, and Glock finally actually did it. Now they could have done it like 10 years ago, and it would have been very novel then. So I believe this one here on the left, this is the 47, and then the 49. Let's just open. Where is it? There it is. Glock 49. This guy. So I should just be able to. This one. Glock 49. So the Glock 49 is a, my gosh, the Glock 49 is a 19 size frame with a 17 size slide. And of course, there's a million aftermarket ways to get this configuration, but Glock finally brought a factory Gen 5 version to market. And yeah, again, it's like 10 years too late. Now, is it a decent handgun? Sure, it's a Glock Gen 5, but it's certainly nothing special. In fact, I've heard some mixed reports on its actual reliability, which kind of goes against the whole reason you're buying a Glock to begin with. So again, people are going to like this because it has the full length barrel, which people like the extra half inch, 0.7 inches over like the Glock 19, but it has the Glock. Why would you keep popping up? But you still have the Glock 19 size frame, which people like it because it's more concealable. Not necessarily my favorite configuration, just because I carry a full-size Glock 17 or I carry a Canic Meta, which is sitting here on my desk, which has the same capacity, 15 rounds with the extended magazine, and it's going to be a lot slimmer and a lot easier to carry than something like this. Also, I want to say the price. The price is like 700 bucks, 800 bucks for the MOS version. Let me look this up. Glock 49 for sale. And it's like, it's not actually worth that much money. Especially, consider all of the 620. 620 is not bad. For a Gen 5 MOS version, so it is the Optics ready version, 620 isn't terrible. That is still going to be a little bit above a lot of the competition. Your M&P 2.0 compacts, which is similar variation of this, similar grip size. And those guns have better optic mounting systems, better triggers, in my opinion, better grips as well. Reliability is fantastic on the Smith & Wessons. The one downside is going to be the Glock magazines are really hard to get away from. Excuse me, because they're 20 bucks and they're super reliable, and everybody else's magazines are like 40 bucks and also reliable, but obviously much more expensive as well. Really appreciate it. I know it's the thing. Everybody complains about a Glock, and then they own 3 or 4 of them, which is like then, and that's me. So I bought my original Glock 17 back in when I like just after I first started doing gun stuff on YouTube. So I was probably 21, 22. So it's probably like 6 years ago at this point, and it shot so much better than my Smith & Wesson SD9VE because that's a terrible handgun, especially for a beginner. If you're good with handguns, then it doesn't really matter. You can get a high quality or you can get good performance out of even a bad handgun. But when you're just starting out, something like the SD9VE with a horrible like 9-10 pound trigger, it's just miserable to shoot. So the first time I shot a Glock 17, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is so much better than what I just had. But a few years down the road, you're like, oh, there's a lot better handguns on the market. Now, I only paid 370 bucks for mine because I believe it was a police trade-in model. I just found it at a pawn shop for a really good price, and I went with it. Now, if you hear kids in the background, that is because I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they're probably giving my wife a good time back there. So, yeah, Glock is a one-trick pony. They don't do anything special in the last decade or so. Doesn't mean that they're bad handguns. It just means that they could probably have improved a lot of things a lot faster. Like if they came out with this gun, or just let's say a Gen 6 version, and they don't upgrade the plate mounting system, if they don't upgrade the sights, if they don't upgrade, the frame, make the trigger a little better, ergonomically, I think Glocks are fine. I do actually like the Glock grip angle, but if they don't come in and actually make like real tangible improvements to compete with the market, I could see them falling behind in the next 5 to 10 years. They're still going to be hyper popular as long as they maintain their reputation of being uber reliable, because that's something that they've built up over the last almost 40 years at this point, almost 40 years of being known as one of the most reliable handguns on the market. So the M&P 2.0 Compact, fantastic handgun. When I had it, because I only had it for a little while, I had that for the Gun.Deals channel, so that was something that I had to buy and then sell later on. But yeah, no, I carried that. Fantastic. It shot, even though the trigger was the old hinge style trigger, that it still felt great and it still worked really well. I'd never had an issue with that. Let me pull this up real fast. I hope that doesn't go through. What am I doing? My YouTube is kind of glitching out here for a second. Give me a moment. Can I just go into the live stream? Will it allow me to go into the back end? Phrasing. It's not how you say that. Okay, there we go. I actually did. Next. Next. My gosh. Okay, perfect. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now we can actually, because I wasn't actually watching it in the actual YouTube studio to make sure everything was coming through okay. But yeah, no, there are so many better handguns on the market right now, especially for that $500 to $600 to $700 price tag. Um, it's just, it's hard to recommend somebody get into Glocks now as a starting point if they're not already into Glocks. If you're already into Glocks, there's no reason to side grade to something else, because Glocks are still good handguns. They just haven't updated and moved along with the rest of the market. So it's funny you say that Glocks are like a 1996 Toyota Camry, because here I can actually just move this up here. So the reason they're like a 1996 Toyota Camry is because I own and drive a 1997 Lexus ES300, which is just a rebranded Toyota Camry. They're the exact same car. If you look at all the parts, they all say Toyota, even though it's, you know, quote unquote Lexus. So I own a 1997 Lexus or Toyota Camry, and yep, it's uber reliable and it gets me where it's going. And there's absolutely nothing special about it. Yeah, no, Glock 17s are great. I might complain about Glocks not having done much, but I carry a, you know, it's kind of a Glock at this point. The barrel's changed, the slides changed. A lot of the internals are OEM, aftermarket trigger, you know, extra grip panels on it. The mag well's been adjusted as well. So it's like I carry or I shoot a Glock, but it's not really a Glock anymore. There's nothing stock on it really anymore other than some of the internals. So TLR1 High HL is probably one of the best pistol lights on the market, um, just because it's a fantastic value. It works for what you need to do with a handgun. I don't think you need like 100,000 candela on a handgun light. Some people are a little bit more picky about that, but you know, I think for what it does, the HL, the Streamlight TLR1 HL is a great value, and it also works perfectly fine for a handgun application. Now, somebody recommended it's like a Glock, it's like a it's like a car with a wide body kit, and like the engine's been swapped out, and like the suspension's been swapped out. So it's like, is it the original car anymore? Is it the the ship of Theseus? Is that the one? It's like all the parts have been swapped out. Is it still the ship of Theseus? Probably not. Let's see. Okay. Really low volume. What? See, it says that I'm close to peaking on my software, but I could also move my microphone a little bit closer, if that sounds better. But let's see. Somebody recommended the Zev OZ9. And I don't know why holsters popped up first. Why was that the first thing? So I used to, one of the guys that I used to go to his shop used to work for Zev, I believe, because Zev actually opened up a facility in Washington State, I want to say. Funny story, I did apply to work as a Zev assembler 2, 3 years ago at this point, and I was overqualified to assemble Zevs. So they didn't hire me. I talked to their sales rep and everything, and they were like, yeah, you should be doing something else. Uh, thanks. I applied for the job and I didn't get it, so thanks, Zev. Um, that was a funny story. Let's see. Zev OZ9, which one was it? G22 in a recover tactical. Now you say G22, and I think in my mind that's the 22 long rifle version, but the G22 is the 40 caliber version because the 22 long rifle version is the G44, which is completely different than the G45, the G47, and the G49, right? The numbers that they come out with are ridiculous. All right. What was the one that you recommended? It was the Zev OZ9. So it's just an OZ9. Just any OZ9? They look. Oh, here we go. $1,800 for a Glock, though. $1,800 for the one that I would want, anyways. So let's pull this one in. $1,800 for this handgun. Now, obviously, the barrel is machined interestingly. You have a lot of weight cut out from the slide so that the barrel and the huge ports on it fit, which is a really unique looking design. I love the looks of it. The frame looks very nice as well. So you have your texture up front, hopefully on both sides, forward, back, all the way up the sides. Looks good. Big magwell on it. I don't know about their optics plate system. The hyper comp. Yeah, this is called the hyper comp. At least I get it. You know you read the name and you figure out what it's going for. 26.25 ounces, a little bit heavier. I wonder why. Does it? I love when you click on the technical specs of a website and it doesn't pull up anything. Like I was just looking, how long is the barrel? How much does it weigh? It has the weight. That's it. Okay. Is it the 4.2 inch? Yeah, no, Glock's naming scheme. The problem is they've been around for 40 years, so it's not like they planned it out originally to have all of these different variations. And so the 17, I forget why the original Glock 17 was called the 17, but then as they move further and further along and add more and more models, because it wasn't designed or wasn't thought out in the beginning, it just ends up kind of nonsense as it is right now. So if you're not a Glock person, you just walk into a store and you see all of the different models of Glock, you're gonna have no idea what's going on or why they're called this. If you walk into a store, you see this and it's called the Hyper Comp, you're gonna figure out what it is just by the name. The slide cuts on this look ridiculous in a good way. I mean, it looks really nice. I'm sure this has very, very little recoil, provided they tuned it properly. The sights are fine. Fiber? No, just a high-vis front, blacked out rears, serrated on the back, perfectly fine. The coloration looks fine. I'm sure it shoots great. Is it worth $2,000? And correct me if I'm wrong, but $2,000 is like low 2011 territory? And what would be the point of this over like a ported 2011? I'm not sure which one I would rather go with. Gaston's 7th patent. So it sounds like, yeah, I mean, so, but does that correspond with all of the other patents? Probably not. Okay, so let's see. Omaha Outdoors. I'm glad you guys can't see that because I did not type that properly, but Google did figure it out. Or in this case, what am I using? Edge. Using Edge. All right, let's see Zev. What are they charging for a Zev? Ugh. So, yeah, you can tell what they're charging just by my reaction there. So, just the combat variation, $1,200. Hmm. Oh dear. Oh dear. $3,000 for this clock. $3,000. What? Sorry, I'll pull it up on the screen in just a second. So here is this gun is $1,200, and it is not ported, not comped, full size. So I'm sure it has the upgraded trigger, has the great frame. has their optics mounting system. $1,200 is a lot of money. A lot of money. All right. Let me pull this back over here so I can see it real fast. This one is $3,000. What are they talking about? Are they insane? What is going on? Why is it $3,000? What? Okay, so this one, Omaha Outdoors is selling this one for $2,750. That is absolutely insane. And it's nothing. I mean, look, the frame looks great. It looks like a great stipple job. That's $100. It has tall suppressor height sights. That's $100. It looks like the frame looks nice. What's that? $300-$400 at most? A barrel, $150 at most. Upgraded trigger. Timneys are under $200. If they're just modifying a stock Glock frame, or if they're building their own frame, I gotta imagine these are cheap, like $50 to $100 for just the frame. Good internals, another $100. There ain't no way this is $2,750, but that is, I could add it to cart right now for $2,750, which I'm not going to do, but yikes. That is absolutely insane. Yeah, so I mean, if you're Mill or LE and you get a really good discount on something, that's cool. But you know, I don't have those, so I I ain't spending $1,200 on a Glock 17 plus, especially when there's so many good handguns for under $1,000 from so many different companies. Walther PDP, even their what is it? The Walther Pro is only like $1,000, and that one there I did get to test out at TriggerCon. That is fantastic for around $1,000. Even just a standard PDP is fantastic. You have all of the canics, which are even the hyper competition canics are like under $1,000, $700-$800 usually. Um, Absolutely ridiculous. So, Steve, the only issue that I have with the P80s is if you're building them yourself, is that you're building them yourself. So, of course, if you've never done it before, it can be a little bit difficult to get it right. And if you start having problems, you can get frustrated and then you don't pick it up for 6 months. So, that's the only problem I would have with a Poly 80. Now, if you're just making something from your own, or if you're like just piecing it together, you can piece together a Glock for like $400 or less, or you can just buy a dagger for like $400 and then hope that they QC'd it. Now the hypercomp, I like the idea of it because I shoot a ported Glock 17, and it shoots amazing. The trigger is a very stock-ish trigger. It has a different connector, a different trigger bar, and then of course a solid brass shoe on it. But it has the rest of its stock sear spring, stock the other stuff that's going on in there. So it still pulls like 5.5, 6 pounds after many rounds. It's just a very smooth pull. But on my Glock 17 with the cheap ported barrel, which again is probably like a $600 total package, it shoots really flat, which is nice because when I'm shooting a handgun, I don't want to work overly hard on it. You know, I'd rather it just perform really well and it do most of the work for me. Okay, now let me see if I can find this comment from a guy because he gave me something to take a look at, which is essentially a new riser company, and I kind of hate Unity Tactical for not that their products are bad. Their products are really nice, but they charge a lot of money, lot of money for very little. Yeah, Q5 match for $600. There you go, perfect. Combat Armory does make a decent frame, and those are really cheap. And again, you can do just about anything you want to do with a Glock for not that much money. So let's see here. This might take a minute because I need to go to that video, which has a lot. My new video does go live in 35 minutes, so we will watch that when it goes live, or just at least just the intro, so I can show you guys the difference between the video that I wanted to upload and the video that I had to upload. So let's go here. Let's go see if I can find the comments. Actually, I can probably just pull this into screen. Okay. So I did not get to respond to everybody's comments on this video because there is a ton. Ah, shoot. I wonder if I should. Nope. Okay, because you should review. No. Darn it. So he basically asked me to take a look at a riser of some sort, and I'm trying to remember the company. Okay. Look, yeah. Oh no, it wasn't Arkin. I'm stupid. This is the wrong video entirely, so that's never gonna give me what I want anyways. It's this one. So that was dumb. Okay. Let's see. See if I can find it. Adaball seems like cool people. They're very funny online anyways. Oh, we could take a look at the Type A. The Type A I had a problem with when I saw 1911 Syndicate's video on the Type A originally. That was funny. Because it was just they're just putting together like mediocre parts and charging like way more money for it. Whatever. Alright. Nope. That's not it. Riser. Nope. Yeah, make a video about overpriced optic mounts, $200 to $500. Yeah, they make a killing off of that sort of stuff. It was a newer company too, because it's something I hadn't seen before. So I'm trying to find it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it because there's a lot of comments on this video. New, yeah. Yeah, my tabs are expired. Thank you. I got pulled over for that the other day, but I had I have my actual SD plates, but I don't necessarily just want to show them off in every video, so I'm really, really lazy. Okay, I can't find it. Shoot. It was a riser though. What happened? I gotta pull this over here because I don't want to search it on the screen. I have no idea what's gonna pop up if I do that. So I'm gonna see if I can find it. So let's say new red riser. Maybe Edge can help me figure this out. You know what company pops up first if I search red dot risers? It's AT3 Tactical. Don't buy an AT3 Tactical red dot riser. Okay. Unity, of course, pops up. Oh, Hawk? Was it Hawk? No. I don't think it was Hawk. Let's see. Maybe it was Hawk. Let me look at it. Okay. Oh, you know what? You might be right. Might have been Hawk. Mounts. Oh dear. No, I don't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't Hawk. Because it was some company that was essentially. It was essentially charging like $300 for a Picatinny riser. Like $300 for a Picatinny riser. Just like nothing special whatsoever. And they were charging just a absolute insane amount of money for it. Gosh darn it, that's not it. It's not Hawk. Oh, that's going to bug me now because I'm probably never going to be able to find it again. But Unity. The Unity Fast Optic Riser is $100 for the tiniest block of aluminum, 2 screws, and a locking block. That's a little overpriced. Let's see. But not the worst one that they offer, because of course they have the flip to center, the Omni, which is $300, 270. The fast micro mounts, which are $200. The Ames mount, they do have an Ames mount for $200, and they also have a micro prism mount for $200. Which, so if you're putting like a primary, I can pull this up. If you're putting a open, where is it? Please show up. Thank you. So if you're putting one of these on your gun or on your primary arms riser, primary arms micro prism, if you're putting one of these on there, I'm sure that it's a better mount. I'm sure it's going to hold zero a little bit better, but it also doubles the cost of your optic. So if you're going to be spending $600, like 500-ish dollars, 500, 550 on a primary arms micro prism plus a unity mount, should you have just spent $600 on a different optic? Probably. Unless you just absolutely love the primary arms micro prism stuff, which they are good. I've used the 1x to good success, not my favorite. The 3x to good success, probably my favorite overall. And the 5x, which is good, but it's a 5x prism. So 5x prisms are pretty niche, but they do work. Let's see. When are you going to get the 13.9 BRN 180? I have no idea. I would like to check out the Palmetto State Armory Jackal in like 11.5 or 13.7. The BRN would be another one that I would like to check out. Is there, and there's another one. It's not a piston operated system, but it is. I actually might get this really soon. I actually have it in my cart right now. It is the Foxtrot mic 9.5-inch internal DI system. So it's a DI system just like any other AR-15, but it's a chopped bolt, so they keep the whole recoil assembly in the upper receiver, so you could use it with like whatever sort of aftermarket folding stock you want, and that's under $400 for a 9.5-inch upper, which is super short, still usable, but super short. So with that, with a suppressor, with a folding stock, could be very, very baggable, which I think a lot of people would like. All right. Corey from Sup Defense. I haven't checked out that. I try not to pay attention to new companies coming up, just because almost always it's like a decent product at double the cost of what it should be. So I'm not saying the products are bad, but a lot of the times I try not to pay attention to all the companies coming up and then disappearing 6 months later, right? I don't know who made it. I don't remember the name. I remember looking at their optic mounts and being like, how are they charging this much money? Because Unity's been around a little while, and they charge $100 to $270 for their mounts. Is that overpriced? Yes. Are they good mounts? Also, yes. Exactly. Yeah, you're not an operator unless you have a chin weld. If you can touch your stock while looking through your optic, it's not high enough. So, the new state is good. So, the only thing I don't like about South Dakota, well, there's a few things I don't necessarily like about South Dakota. It's very, very flat, and I'm used to mountains in Western Washington. It doesn't really rain, which I don't like, and it gets really hot during the summer, which I also don't like. The worst thing about it right now is, though, that I drive 3 hours to go shooting every week. So I have to wake up really early in the morning, drive 3 hours, try and get all of the filming that I can do, film until it gets dark, and then head home. So I do miss the Pacific Northwest. I am going to be back later this month. I'm going to be back for Christmas till New Year's, I want to say, and then be flying back out after that. So we'll be back in Washington for a week this month, which will be nice. All my family's out there for the most part. So Corey from Sup Defense. So now I got to look it up though. Sup Defense. Is that his actual name, Sup Defense? Or is it Superior Defense? No, it's not these guys. But what do they have for sale? There are no products listed under this category. Now, I mean, I don't have any products on my website either right now, but it's not exactly the same thing. I'm taking a break on purpose. So what did they make? They make anything? Oh, is it like soft goods? I don't really care about soft goods. Was it just? It was literally just soft goods. That's all I'm seeing on their website. Whatever. I try not to sell merch. That's not my thing. A 403 with a ScalarWorks mount. So, okay, so here's my question to you, right? So you spent $120 to $150 on the 403, and then you more than doubled it on the ScalarWorks mount, which again is a good mount for the most part, if it's the one I'm thinking of. But you more than doubled the cost of it with the mount. So you spent $250. Wow, that's an old picture of Garantham. ScalarWorks is just straight up using a very old picture of Garantham, like 10 years ago, as like their background on their website. That is funny. Actually, let me just pull this up. Can I just open it up? Just give me. Why are you making me do this? I just want to show this. Fine. Just snip it. Look at that. It's Garantham from like 10 years ago. Looks better with a little beard, but so do I. So, yeah, okay. So, ScalarWorks. Oh my gosh, $500 for that mount. I just looked at one of their Leap Scope mounts. $500 for that mount. Wow. Wow. I did not know that was that expensive. That is the most expensive mount I have ever seen. Wow. Wow. I'm sure they're good mounts. I don't complain about the quality. I'm just not sure if yeah, buddy. I am not sure if they are quite worth that much money. You know? $500 seems a little bit steep. A little bit steep. $400 for an optic mount. Well, I mean, again, if you're a hype beast company and you're trying to compete with something like ScalarWorks, which is also kind of a hype beast company, they've been around for a little while though, and they do make a product that works, right? It's been tested, people like it, and if you have a lot of money and you're fine spending a lot of money on a mount, they are good mounts, of course. But $500 is more than I would ever pay for a mount. If somebody sent me one, I would absolutely use it. But yeah, so I mean, you look at the engineering that goes into them and you're like, whoa, this is like really crazy. This looks like really good. They did a really good job with this. But at the same time, a half-inch hex nut does the exact same thing for 1/10 the price of this over-engineered system right now. So it's like, good job. You priced yourself out of the market. Fantastic. All right. So that's the thing. A lot of times people say like innovation, and what they mean is incredibly expensive for no reason. So look at this. Look at this. Look at everything that goes into making this thing clamp onto a rail. When like you can just use a half-inch hex nut. Here, I'll move myself down. I can just move it up a little. When you can just use a half-inch hex nut at the end of a cross bolt and a locking block. You can do all this crazy stuff. It does work, but it's not better. It does work though. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is true. The Grantham tax, and it's not just about Grantham. It's about anytime you're paying a influencer or a YouTuber thousands of dollars in marketing, or any company, because I work with a lot of marketing companies that put me in contact with other companies. So there's like a middleman, right? So I don't necessarily work with, let's say, Riton or Blackhound Optics, or I'm sure there's a few more out there. Axel, I didn't work directly with Axel. There's a couple marketing guys that talk to me and were like, hey, can we send you some products? And usually the answer is yes, of course. Yeah, I'll take a look at a product. I don't care. I trash their product. They don't talk to me again. Usually how it goes. Now, some of the guys I've dealt with for a long time, they know that I'm harsher on products. And so they just send me stuff less frequently, let's say, or they send me stuff that they're more sure that I'll like. So if these companies, like let's say ScalarWorks, are spending, say, hundreds of $1,000s on a marketing firm to get their products out there. That's got to be reflected in the price of the end product. So versus companies that don't do that sort of marketing, it's like, well, their products are way cheaper. Why are they so much cheaper? It's like, well, they didn't take out a $12 million loan to start their business, you know. Well, UTG. So the thing that about UTG that I like and don't like is that I love the risers for $15. I like their T2 mounts for $25. They're not made in the US though. So that is the thing that you are giving up. So you're paying for some American work, but not a lot, right? Because it's basically just whatever person is handling it, packaging it, and then shipping it out, basically. So as opposed to actually paying like for American manufacturing. Now I could, and I might copy and paste the UTG riser, the 13 slot Picatinny riser, and sell it for $50. That might be something that I do next year. Have a company make me like 1,000 of them. American product, American people, American manufacturing, American materials, all of that. Simply copy and paste a 13 slot half-inch riser and charge $50 for it. Something in that range. And it'd still probably make a decent markup on it as well. Versus like, you know, $100 to $400 like a lot of these other companies are doing. So that's my spiel on a lot of these. I couldn't find the one that I wanted to talk about, but yeah, a lot of these riser companies, they're charging you insane markups, and then using some hype marketing to make some money. Because that's the thing. When you spend a lot of money on marketing, on your startup costs, you got to sell a lot to make your money back, even at these higher prices. Yeah, and that's the thing. $50, I feel like, is justified. And it makes your product not crazy overpriced. Because again, if you're only spending like $100 on a red dot, it doesn't necessarily make sense to put like $200 or $300 into a mount. That sounds crazy. No, I think a half-inch is perfect. So a half-inch, getting caught up here. A half-inch on like something like a Sig Romeo 8T works out great because it puts it up to a 2.13, which is about as tall as anyone would want. If you have something that's a little bit lower, like the Romeo 5X, which is a 141, puts it up to 191, which again is pretty tall. People like that. And the biggest advantage of having a 13 slot riser is the fact that it keeps your magnifier at the same height. So let's say you buy the Unity riser for your red dot to make it 2.1 inches or something like that. $200. Now you have a magnifier that you want to use, and it's like, well, what do I do? Well, now you have to spend another $260 on the magnifier mount to get it to the same height. You're talking about almost $500 just in mounts, versus you can just use a Picatinny riser and get the same effect. Now, the last two videos that I've done drop tests on this is just the UTG riser. This is $15. The last two videos that I've done on this, done drop tests on it, it has had no shift in zero. So that means that the Optic is holding zero, the Optic mount is holding zero, and the riser is holding zero as well. It is a lot of stacked tolerances, especially with something like the HoloSun SCRS that I have here, but it does work and it does hold zero even on something like a shoulder height drop. And it's only $15, and it raises the magnifier and the red dot. So it's much more usable in my opinion than having to buy two of them. Now, what is the tallest amount that you guys see? Like a 2.5, a 2.4, something like that? I haven't seen many taller than that. Most people, it ranges from like a 193, which I personally feel is the best. 193 for LPVOs and for red dots. 193 is fantastic. Though again, even something lower 1/3, something like that does work just fine. But like when you get into the 2.2 inch risers, like the skyscrapers and stuff like that, like you're basically coming off the gun to look through it, which can really help you with night vision or, you know, a lot of body armor, a lot of kit or something where you can't necessarily get the cheek weld that you want anyway, so you want to get more distance between your gun and your red dot. Can make sense. But Not necessarily worth the money. All right. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's go ahead and pull this up. We're going to play something very, very relaxing. So probably try Halo 1 on Master Chief Collection, which is the best thing that 343 has ever done. And we'll probably do something uber relaxing, just something calm, like, ooh, that was loud. Like the library or something. Guys can see that. Heroic should be fine just for fun. Okay. And that is a very different version of fun. So, carry handle with a red dot. What red dot do you have on your carry handle? And do you know the actual height of that? I've seen it quoted differently, but I know it's like 2 inches plus, which is really tall. But it also works. All right. Favorite chest rig. So I've only used a couple. I used the Black Hawk Foundation, which looked really cool, but it just didn't work very well. It wasn't very comfortable. It was never really tight up against you. I didn't really like it all that much. The one that I really, really liked as far as chest rigs go was the T-Rex Arms Ready Rig? The Ready Rig. I really like the Ready Rig. Very simple, just what you need, nothing you don't. Not very expensive, like under $100, and you can find them. You can find their blems on YouTube for not that much money. Before we keep going, actually, I do want to say, is the volume on the game like super, super loud? Because obviously it's going to get louder in just a second. Yeah. Amen. Yeah, no, so the favorite chest rig at this point in time, I haven't tried many, is the T-Rex Arms Ready Rig. Seems to be really good for the money. Wow, I just died already. Horrible start. Good. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I think if you really like retro builds, that can be fun, obviously. I'm just not into, like, super retro builds. I have thought about doing an A4, because my brother was one of the original GWAT guys, and he carried an A4. He was a Marine. He carried an A4. So I thought about doing something like that. Whoa, buddy. Where did the shotgun go? Did I miss it already? Jeez, it's dark in the OG. Oh yeah, for sure. If you get a big red dot and then mount a big red dot on top of a riser, yeah, you're gonna get way up there. Thanks, buddy. There's the shotgun. Whoa! That's what I get for not paying attention. Yeah, no, I need to check out. I'm not super interested in a lot of Swamp Fox's red dots, even though they were the ones that, like, I don't want to say pioneered, but they were like the first one to bring out a cheap Chinese version of an acro. Which good on them for doing it, because they are the one that everybody copied the design from. So it kind of sucks that they put all that time and effort into it just to get copied by everyone. So I thought about looking at the Kraken, which I think is a fine dot. and a few others, but I think mostly what I'm going to look at right now is going to be the, and again, I have it in my card, I just haven't bought it yet, is the 1X Raider, which seems good. Because I actually did like their older generation of prisms. The problem was that they were just huge, right? So you get like a huge, huge prism on top of your gun, and it's like 10, 12 ounces. And then right after that, Primary Arms comes out with their micro prisms, and that's what everybody buys because they're, you know, they're lightweight, they look good, yada, yada, yada. Oh dear. There it is. Okay, I need that. No, did it really? That sucks. That sucks. Well, that shotgun's gone. Okay. I get it? Oh, I hear a shotgun. Oh, please don't, please don't. There we go. Fantastic. Alright. Yeah, Swamp Fox. I have no problems with Swamp Fox. So, funny story, at TriggerCon, I saw Swamp Fox Mike there, and he was working for a new company, Gideon Optics. And Gideon Optics is a newcomer to the scene, and they basically copied Swamp Fox's optics line. And Mike is working for them now versus Swamp Fox. Mike's a good dude. He actually worked with me back in the day when I broke one of their arrowheads, their 1-to-8 arrowheads. And he got one for you guys for a giveaway, even though I broke it. But still a good optic. So, thoughts on the Primary Arms 3X versus 5X prisms for 100 yards and in for aging eyes. So, let's say you're a little bit older, you need a little bit more magnification, you can't use a red dot. I think 3X does just about everything. I think 5X, you're going to be sacrificing some usability. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Don't do it, don't do it. Thank you. There's another shotgun I need to go pick up for the ammo. I don't know where that came from. Oh my gosh, jeez Louise. I lost that other one. Yeah, so I think 3X. 3X is better than 5X for 100 yards and in. Just because it's a little bit more usable. And I think if you're already having some problems using stuff, I think just more magnification isn't necessarily going to help you. If it's harder to use, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you. Where'd the shotgun go, though? Gosh darn it, you people. So, Burris. I have not tried the Burris stuff. I know it's decent, but I also see... Oh, there it is. Perfect. Awesome. I see it all the time, but I have not actually tried it out yet. like there's supposed to be a bunch of flood here. Am I missing something? Hmm. Did I go the wrong way? Am I not paying attention? No, I'm not paying that much attention. Oh, I'm supposed to go up here. I'm stupid. Okay. Yeah, Swamp Fox Raider, it seems good because it's small, it's lightweight. Basically fixes every problem that I had with the other 1X, which was what? The Tomahawk? Not the Tomahawk. The... I forget what their old 1X was called, but I used it and I liked it. It was just big and heavy. Yeah, Gideon is essentially... I have, actually, do I have it on the desk? I'm supposed to. You know, the problem is my 3-year-old son is in here sometimes, and he grabs my optics and he runs away with them. So I thought I had it here, but apparently I don't. But I have the Gideon Mediator here, actually, because he did send me some stuff. Okay. The Tri-Hawk. I still really like the Tri-Hawk from a using it perspective, but it's so big. It's so heavy. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, shotgun. Come back here. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Ow. Where did that grenade come from? Whatever. Alright. Oh, the blade. That was it. Yeah, the Swamp Fox, a blade. And the original blade was fine. You know, it was big and heavy, but it was usable. The reticle worked good. The illumination was good. Price was fine. I think it was only like 200 bucks. It was tough, too, because I did drop it a bunch. Yeah, no doubt it was a tough optic, cheap optic, usable, just size and weight was bad. And hopefully they fixed most of that with their new version. Oh, thank you. Ah! No, 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 no. That is the best part about this mission, is when everything starts spawning in behind you. By best, I mean worst. Okay, and that shotgun ammo is gone too, no problem. Might have to pick up something else there in a second. Take one of those. Yeah, the Holosun magnifier, the Holosun HM3X. It's probably still the best budget magnifier in the game. Thank you. Oh, that's how they're made. I always wondered about that. Thank you for your explanations. Done. Thank you. And great. I'm gonna be rocket flood here in a second, I'm pretty sure. Always the best part of this mission. Whoa. And now there's no... Oh, I did find it. Sick. Thank you. Drop it. Thank you. There it was 17. Excellent. Oh, overshield. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Oh, I didn't realize it. I haven't paid that much attention. Apparently, the new 1X Prism is T2 compatible, which is fantastic because I have a Geisley 193 riser that I can use on it, which would be awesome. I love this game when they just get back up for no reason.
This installation's research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps you will have time to see.
Oh dear. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Yeah, top loading 12 round shotgun. That's what the OG graphics looked like back in 2001. Classic Halo 1. Oh, thanks, homie. Oh my gosh. 157 for the HM3X is a good price. I think when I have, because I think I bought two of them. When I've had them, I think I paid 150 for both of them, and it's still basically one of the best magnifiers on the market on the low end. Now, one thing I will say is I also had pretty good luck with the primary arms, the full-size 3X magnifier. And that one there, I think I picked up for the body itself was like $100. I'm obviously a dealer for primary arms, so I don't pay full price. And then I also got their mount, which is actually a decent mount as well, which is compatible with aftermarket mounts like the EOTech, the Vortex, and probably a few others as well. Classic. But that was a decent mount, decent magnifier. Worked well enough for what it was. Not very expensive. I have not tried their 3X micro magnifiers or the magnifiers with the reticles in them. Oh, perfect.
I will rejoin you. My task.
In other words, you're on your own. Ouch. Oh, shoot. Ouch. Jeez. No extra shotgun ammo. Ouch. So, unfortunately, you can't really... that is the one problem with the Holliston HM3X, especially mine here. Because mine, it's been dropped accidentally a couple times at this point, so it just kind of wobbles there. So, it's not great, and unfortunately, I haven't tried taking it apart to see if I can fix it, but you can't really fix the tension on it, and it doesn't seem to be adjustable, at least externally. Now, you can just buy a new mount for them. I think you can get them from Holliston's website for not that much money, but it is still annoying that the mounts are not that great. The mounts are definitely the weak point. The one thing I will say about the HM3X titanium version is that the mount was better on it, but it still broke when I dropped it. So, it's better, but not that much better. Alright. I still haven't ran into any rocket floods, so I'm pretty happy with that. Do you need me to take a kid? Do you want to send Bruce in? Is he being a pain? You can send Bruce in, babe. Oh. Thanks for that. Alright. There was a rocket launcher somewhere around here. Opens the door. I don't have any Mark III uppers available right now, but they will be one of the first uppers back in January. So Mark IIIs, Mark IIISs will probably be the first ones back, and then we'll go from there on some of the other more popular ones as well. What's up, buddy? What?
Oh my gosh. You got it. You got it.
Ah.
All right. Bye.
Thanks,
I'm
babe.
gonna take a nap.
Yeah, playing Halo, bud.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
I think you have it on the TV.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, but let's be nice, okay? You got your cars?
Yeah, mommy, Amber's truck.
Yeah?
These tires. And I got my blue car.
Do you want to listen?
Yep.
Yep? Okay. Oop. Here, I gotta move your chair. Give me a second.
Okay. No,
Oh.
no.
Careful, I got you. Don't worry. Oh. There you go. Better?
Better.
Okay.
I hear it.
Here, you gotta sit closer to Dad, okay?
I can.
Gotta put it in your ear. You want to sit on Dad's lap? Would that be better?
No, I
No?
don't sound like.
Okay. You can sit on your chair, but I can't have you hear it, okay?
I can hear it. I can't hear it. I want.
You good, bud?
Yeah, I can.
So, George Washington, sir, just go ahead and sign up for a notification on the website, and then when they go back onto the website, you'll be notified. Bruce, were you being nice to Mom?
Yep.
Good. You can't hear it? I know. Well, if you want to hear it, buddy, you gotta take one of these, because I can't. But you gotta sit on Dad's lap if you want. If you want to listen. There you go. Can you hear it now? There you go.
Yeah, that's what.
You want to sit on Dad's lap?
Nope.
No?
I got this.
Fine. So we gotta shoot the monsters, huh, bud? Thank you.
That's what it's bad.
It's loud? It's not too loud, buddy.
Yeah, it is. Your gun's loud.
I have never tried the EOTech magnifiers, so I don't know if they're bad, but yeah, they are very expensive for what they are.
They're cold.
And I've heard like middling reviews about them. Some people really like them, but for the most part, it's kind of like, oh, they're mediocre in terms of glass quality, in terms of eye
Actually, I
relief, in
can't
terms of
hear
eye
it.
blocks, and
When
they
I
are
put it
some of
on-
the most expensive. And I have no idea where they're manufactured. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Hey, you can't just copy what I say, bud. There we go.
Nah.
You want me to turn it down?
Yeah.
I can turn it down a little bit for us.
Why is it turn this so I hear it?
Let me know if that's a little better.
That's what.
Thanks, buddy. All right.
Oh.
Alrighty then. Oh, I think my video just went live, actually.
I love being a video game. High five.
Oh, I need that.
Rocky's dead.
Hmm?
Rocky's dead.
The 410. I don't know if I like the 410, like the ATI 410. I don't know if I even like the idea. I mean, a 410 is not like a great round to begin with. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like stopping power. Of course, you can do stuff with it, but it's not like the best out there. Now, the Genesis arms, their AR-12 stuff.
I can't see hear it. I
Okay.
need to tune.
You need both of them. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and
Yeah, there you go. Gotta lean in a little bit. It's okay. I don't need audio. There we go. Give me
I
that.
can hear it.
You can hear it? Does it sound better?
Yeah,
What do you hear? Do you hear Daddy shooting stuff?
yeah, they're monsters. They're
Bruce
all-
Campbell, that's the man. The man, the myth, the legend, the
I'm
3
playing. I'm playing a game.
You're playing a game? What game are you playing? Oh,
Hey, you
that was a rocket.
it's
That
rock-
was rude, huh?
That was a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That man was not being very nice to me.
yeah, I'm trying to shoot her.
Her? Ugh.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a ugly her.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. You need an alien? I don't think you want one of these aliens. These aliens are kind of creepy, low-key.
I didn't want.
Yeah, I don't think you want one, bud. These are not the aliens you want.
I didn't want the green one.
Like the green ones? I don't even like the green ones, buddy. These are like a yucky gray alien.
I like one.
You like them? I don't think so. I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna
No
say
green
yes.
aliens for you. Only...
Yeah.
Whoa, that was too loud, buddy. Let's be nice, okay? Okay.
I want let's see. I want a monster to show me. I want a monster to show me. I want Millie.
Like Millie?
Yeah.
Millie's not a monster. She's a little girl.
Yeah. I
Millie
like-
is one of his little friends.
Yeah, I like Millie.
Yeah, Millie's nice, huh?
Yep.
Did you and Millie have a play date the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
We have to play together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you share your toys with her?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you?
Yeah.
Mom told me that sometimes
No.
you didn't like to share. Was mommy being silly?
Hey, Dad. I grew on my video, but I grabbed it.
George, do you actually have 20,000 rounds on one of my Mark IIIs? That is fantastic.
That's
Um,
fantastic.
If you could verify that somehow and then send it back to me just for a little while so I could like make a video on it, that would be pretty cool. I would be very happy to take a look at it. You want to hold this?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm streaming on see where there's a
Okay.
there's a
I'm
monster.
gonna put one of these back in, okay? You can play with that though. That's fine. You're not gonna hurt it. That is a red dot and a magnifier, buddy. Yeah, but if you actually have 20,000 rounds on your first Mark III, especially one of your original ones, depending on when you bought it, I would love to get that back for a video. I think that would be fun. It's actually too much of a stretch, Bruce. I'm out of grenades. Fantastic. All right. Whoa!
You got almost go.
I got thrown for a loop there, buddy. You ever?
Oh, you got blown again.
I did get blown up again. You're correct, buddy.
Yep.
are correct. Alright. Am I gonna get blown up again? I think not.
Think not.
That's right.
Do that.
Hey, was Mom listening to my live stream out there, buddy?
Yep.
Yep. That's why I'm like hearing my voice in the background like an echo somehow, because my wife is watching it out in the living room.
No, better.
What's that?
I'm making a video.
You can't. I know you gotta use your headphones, buddy.
I both
Because it's too loud. I don't want it to be terrible for the people watching. What's that, bud?
I need both.
What? No. What? What? What are you doing? Ah! When in doubt, rocket it out. Yeah, you can listen to it, bud. But it was just difficult for me to listen to it while you were playing with it, so it's fine. I don't need to. I don't need it. I do need grenades, though. I always forget how long this mission is.
Yeah.
It's like you think you're almost done and you're
I
like,
want green.
you're halfway.
And,
You like green aliens?
yep.
I don't know about that one, bud. I think you're crazy.
No,
I think these green aliens are a little bit naughty.
no, they're not naughty. They're nice.
Yeah, the 4-year-old kid or the 3-year-old kid durability test.
For all kids.
You're 3.
Yeah, I actually.
And how old is Millie?
May is.
4.
Yep. He's
Yeah.
not 4.
She's 4. You'll be 4 next year, buddy.
No, May's 4, and I.
You're 3 right now, but you'll be 4 next year.
Yeah, I want to be Millie. Next week.
Next week? Yes. Next Thursday. You'll see Millie next Thursday.
Yep.
And then after that, you'll see Grandma and Grandpa.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello, protect and preserve, if I can speak. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Work on our way there slowly. Actually, let's pause for a second. Let's see. Let's see here for a second.
Yep.
All right.
It's all white.
What's that, bud?
They're all white.
My new video just came out, buddy.
Hmm?
What do you think about that, huh?
Yep.
4 comments. 50
Dad.
minutes. Interest long plus. On this, too bad I broke a guard. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you putting in my ear? What? What? Hey, that's not for that, you silly dude. Sorry for fun. I'll be doing this. The company slept on. What was I looking for though? I was looking for something else. Okay, so we're back up. We're back up to 971. So we are 29 subscribers away from 50,000. And my new video just went live on the PWS Mark 116, which after I finally finish this mission, could you stop it? Could you stop it?
No.
After I finally finish this mission, which it's right there, I just need to get through one more. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't think so. Hey.
Dad, I'm on the way to go.
No. How's your eye feeling, bud?
Good.
Good. Oh, hey, look, it's my friend. This little guy. I'm sure he won't do anything bad at some point in the future.
That the other species currently for releasing
Could you stop it?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No. Bruce. I gotta fight aliens, and you're distracting me. You're distracting me from fighting aliens. I can't see. I can't see at all, buddy.
That you see.
Whose side are you on, huh? No, hey, buddy.
That.
I can barely see, bud. Where am I supposed to go? Did I miss it again? Oh, probably did. Yeah, I did. Here, watch out for a second. Could you sit down, buddy?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I'm so glad, buddy. Thank you so much. All right, actually, here, let me pull this back up. Otherwise, I can see it. All right. Oh, physically come to 21st one. Still holding up.
That's the.
Hey, ow! Well, you're just poking me now. You silly dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could destroy most things if you gave him enough time. That's the problem. He will.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, where did you put my other red dot? I had one of my red dots over here, bud, and you took it. And I don't know where it is.
Right, guys.
No, not that red dot. It was like over here. And I'm pretty sure you took it and hit it somewhere.
I can see it.
You can see the red dot?
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to listen, just gotta lean over a little bit, bud. Oh dear. This is gonna get real bad real
dear.
fast.
It's over. Cool.
What's up?
He's on the
Ooh. Hey. Ow.
party.
I'm pretty sure you're working for the other team, buddy.
No, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're a sleeper cell. That's why you like the aliens.
Yeah, our colors are right there.
You like the aliens?
Yep.
I don't know, buddy. I think these are kind of ugly, but some people like pugs, so there you go. The shotgun. No. Ow. He's abusing me. Yeah, Mike, I will get the Geisley uppers. Those are some of my most popular uppers, so those will be back early
Yeah.
next year.
I those are
I
my
think-
boogers.
So what are my most popular uppers? The Mark III, the Mark IIIS for sure.
That
The Recce Racks, the Recce Pros, and the Geisley 14.5s, the Geisley 11.5s. What are you doing? Oh, you can take that. Good luck destroying that one, bud. Yeah, so they'll all be back next year. All of them will be back next year, and then I'll also have hopefully 14.5 308s back, and maybe a few other oddballs here and there. But I think next year I want to keep things a little bit more simple, and just try and keep my most popular series in stock like all the time, versus like trying ones that not as many people are into, you know. Because it's nice to do new stuff and to try out like fun builds and whatnot, but if nobody's really interested in them, it just obviously doesn't make sense. Especially when people are always asking when I'm getting certain uppers back in stock. So next year, I'm just gonna try and keep the basics in stock 99% of the time. That's my plan for next year.
it's Optic.
That is an optic. Do you know what type of
I can
optic that
see it.
is? Are you gonna put it? I see it.
Yep.
Oh, I see you. Here, hold that, would you?
There,
Thank you.
there you look.
What am I looking at? That's a cool optic, huh?
Yeah.
That is the most expensive optic I have ever personally bought.
It's
I think.
a dot.
That's a red dot.
Yeah, it's a red one.
Yeah, the 11.5s will definitely be back. Just gotta give me a little bit of time on them. Guys, the 11.5s, 14.5, 16-inch.
Second,
16-inch.
Dad.
Bro.
Yeah. Back.
Oh, ow! That wasn't very nice, buddy. I need a hug.
Dad.
Aw, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Dad. I have to say same.
Oh, hey, did you like your new car today, buddy?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, rocket. Oh, I forgot I had a rocket launcher this whole time.
What? You got rocket?
Yeah, it's a rocket. This guy. It's big. Do you like rocket launchers? Here, I'll use it here for you. Boom.
A rocket.
I have no idea how that guy's.
That's already wrong direction.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. I don't think can the Flood use sniper rifles in this game. I haven't seen one with a sniper rifle because that would be a nightmare having to go through sniper rifle Flood in this game.
Yep.
Yep.
You're bad.
Oh, you think I can hit this guy? Oh my god. You made me miss, Bruce. Hold on.
Dad? That's a
Boom.
broom.
Oh, now I'm dead. I wasn't paying attention, but you almost got me killified.
Yep. I just want him with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you. Right there. You see you? You see you on the monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. You see the camera up there? I moved its location, so I think it's a little bit better. OBS does a better job with the camera anyways than StreamYards. A little low, but sounds good. I mean, I can always make it a little bit louder. I can just bring the mic closer too. Is that up? And it falls over on me, of course. Alright. Is that a little better?
Yeah, but it's good better.
It's...
Shoot. Shoot.
Oh, I got both of them with one shot. Look at that. The power of the Halo 1 shotgun.
Halo?
Hello?
Yep. Hello.
Oh my, they both got up. Jeez. I think we're almost done, buddy, because I just have to make my way all the way around and then go up. Go up. And then remind me to text Mom and see if she actually did manage to get Sarah down for a nap.
Nope.
No? You're not going to remind me? You don't want to help Dad? What?
Dad.
What's up, buddy?
Dad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to church.
Yeah, we're going to go to church tonight at 5 o'clock, buddy.
No. 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock is too late, buddy.
Yeah.
5 o'clock,
No.
I think.
Uh,
Please don't shoot me.
5 o'clock. Yeah.
5 o'clock. That's the time, buddy.
Yeah. That's the time.
Mhm.
Mine's a good boy.
Whoa!
Whoa.
What's that guy doing? I'm really glad that wasn't one of those bottomless pits I just accidentally dropped into. I see you on the camera. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Yeah, so I have the Turkish shotgun. It's actually sitting in my closet over there. I don't have an excuse to shoot it all that much, even though I should probably pick up another couple cases of 12 gauge just to run through it. Like maybe use that for the SCS review, right? Put it on there and see how it holds up through like 200-300 rounds of 12 gauge shotgun. That could be fun. You guys like watching that, so. And I actually do enjoy shooting that shotgun. It's a pretty easy gun to use, so I think you guys might like that. One rocket. Always a good sign. Maxed out. No, is this the worst part in the game? This might be the worst. This little area right here might be the worst one in the game. Is there no health pack in here? There is no health pack. Oh, there is a health pack. Okay, so I am stuck in here for the next 5 minutes by myself.
Where's screwdriver?
Oh, good timing on that.
Where's the screwdriver?
Actually, Bruce, you took my screwdriver. I don't know where it is.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know. Nope, put it down, put it down, put it down. Please, don't spill it, don't spill it. Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
Dad,
Appreciate you, bud.
I'm going to-
Reload, reload, reload. Hey, I can't even see, buddy. You're blocking my screen. My gosh. Whoa, hey, don't hit that, please. I think that battery is dead. I think I need to put a new battery in that one, bud.
Yeah, he got
What's up, buddy?
You got bad?
Ooh, buddy. All it takes is them to actually pull the trigger when that close. You found it. Could you bring it here, please?
No.
Which one is it? Which one is it? Can I see it? Which one is it? Oh, that's fine. You can use that one.
Yeah,
I don't want you to lose parts on the small ones. Those are the annoying ones. When I'm missing like one micro thing that I need. Bruce is always losing my steer. Oh, look at that. On Legendary, this is insanely difficult, but on Heroic, it's not too bad. It's pretty fun.
yeah, look.
Have a good day, Mike. Thanks for tuning in.
Hi, Dad.
What's up, buddy?
I just got my screwdriver.
You're just grabbing your screwdriver? Not sure about that one, buddy. Just don't be a rocket flood. Just don't be a rocket flood.
I'll be a boy.
There we go. That's a good grenade. What? Bro, you can't be up there.
Dad, I can be a boy.
You can be a bullet.
Yeah, I can fly.
Oh, are you trying to fix that red dot? I think it's already fixed, buddy. I don't think you need to touch it. Was this really the end of the mission right here?
Yep.
They gave me 4 rockets right at the end of the mission? Oh my gosh. Pay attention. Yeah, I'll get all that. Yeah, because I think this is the end of the mission right here, finally. Alright. Right? I hope it's finally over. This took a lot longer than I thought it would. This was like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and I only died like 3 times. Yeah, there it is, finally. It's not over yet. Fantastic. This mission is it's really long. I forget how long this mission is. Yeah, I died twice at the beginning, and then I think once or twice in the middle. Jeez Louise. It gets monotonous after a while. Whoa. And then we'll check out my, at least the intro that I had to upload for the video. And then see if there's anything else that we need to get caught up on. And then I gotta get ready for some stuff for later tonight. And then back to editing videos, of course, too, because I have a bunch of videos I need to edit. And the longest part of the process now is waiting for YouTube to say whether or not I can actually upload them. Which is annoying. What's up, bud?
Yeah, it's very much picture. I go,
Boom. That's right, buddy.
that, it goes like, the boom!
Boom. All right.
That's what it is.
Okay, drop the rock.
Boom! That's butter.
Funner is not a word, Bruce. How do you not know that at 3 years old?
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's not a word, buddy. You gotta say more fun. It is more fun to play Halo than to edit videos sometimes.
Daddy, you said Halo is not fun. It'll be dark.
It's dark. It is kind of dark.
I know.
Oh, I missed that. Okay. Oh my gosh, they do not stop. Jeez Louise.
Please.
Jeez Louise. Are you just beating on my Sig Romeo 8T, buddy?
No.
You know it's not actually a drum, buddy.
Hmm?
More fun. Actually, you're correct. You're correct, Steve. I was wrong.
Yeah, what yours is
Mhm.
wrong.
You saying more funner? Are you messing with the 0 on that, bud?
Nope.
He's just using a screwdriver to change the 0 on the Sig Romeo AT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
I was willing to take a screw off and you're gonna measure everything.
What a nice hallway. Surely nothing bad will happen in here. Blow up, blow up, blow up. Okay. Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. Steve is a wise, wise man. That's why he's a moderator, COD. COD. I can play some original COD games like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. The original Modern Warfare 1, 2s, and 3, mind you. Those had very fun campaigns. Phantom Dead Flood. Nice. Nice. I just don't like it. What's up, buddy?
I'm trying to shoot and say the boom.
I'm not trying to shoot people. I'm trying to negotiate aggressively.
You're gonna say the boom.
These are behavior modification tools, Bruce.
Yeah.
Just modifying their behavior at a distance.
He got a much of a crunchy carrots.
Crunchy carrots. Do you like carrots?
Yep.
Ugh. Just kidding, buddy. I like carrots too.
Yeah. And I like it's very good.
What do you want for dinner tonight, buddy?
I want dinner for
You want steak and rice?
the games of rice.
Steak and rice.
No.
Are you saying steak and eggs and rice?
Yeah.
Well, we can do that.
We can do that.
All right. I'm really hoping this is towards the end of the mission, please. Please, it's been going on for so long. Reload, reload, reload.
Can
Yeah.
do this.
Hmm?
I just
I am playing again. Does it want me to go down there again? I don't want to go through the tunnel. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I look at chat for 1 second. 1 second. just fixing your RD bombs. Does watch a lot. Which is good. I appreciate it. I appreciate people tuning in, watching, enjoying, commenting. Positive criticism. Not positive criticism. Positive, what's the word I'm looking for? Not positive criticism. Constructive criticism. That's the thing. Oh, all good. What's up, buddy?
Yep, and
If you're too loud, they can hear you, though, so you need to be quiet.
I can hear it.
You can if you use the headphones.
I'm back if you need him out.
Oh, he's fine right now, I think. Did I get...
Did
I get turned around? She's fine.
But he couldn't hear it.
Alright, sounds good. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, babe. See, and that's the problem. Everything looks the same, so I just get turned around. I'm pretty sure I was going the wrong way.
And then going.
The last modern COD that I played was Modern Warfare 2019, and that I thought was really good. I actually thought that they did a really good job with it. It was fun. I played Warzone. Had a really, really good time with it. I've only heard bad things since then, so I haven't spent my money on it. Yes, Bruce?
On top of the chair.
You want to sit on top of my chair?
Yeah.
Not on top of my chair. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You can't sit on top of my chair. I don't even think it's possible. What's up, bud? Now, if the Warzone mode in COD is free to play, I'd play it. I just haven't heard great things about it. They're all just dancing. They must have just listened to my new intro. That was quite funny. Alright. Nope. Oh, thank you. I need that. Jeez Louise. Everybody here chocolate? I mean, it makes no sense. What are you doing, bud? I think there's ammo in that, buddy. You're strong, yeah? That's probably half your body weight, if not more. There we go, finally. Oh, I'm not with that. Yeah, so if Warzone is free, I'd play Warzone. I haven't heard good things, but I'd play COD. It just takes time. Whatever. Come on. Ah. Rocket. This is the end though, right? Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. There we go. Wanted to make a good last use out of my last rocket. Please don't kill any people. I know it's like your job or something, but...
Yeah, good job.
Bruce, are you messing? No? I'm pretty sure you are, buddy. Yeah, I know, but then I have to put them all back in there. And... nope. You're right, I don't have to. I would like to keep them, though. The assault rifle is so bad. So bad at distance. Look at that. 1,200 rounds later. Don't shoot me. Oh. There we go. You can always put them into a choke point of some sort. Now, I forget. Can I just leave at any point and the mission ends? Am I crazy? Yeah, the assault rifle is just so bad compared to the shotgun, which just wrecks everything. Do it.
There you go. There you go.
See, it comes from practice. I used to have to, whenever I played video games, I'd have to have like one in my arms and I'd be juggling them at the same time as playing, so it just takes practice. More of them. So I think this might be a point in the game where they just spawn ad infinitum until you finally just walk the thing. So I think I might just have to do that now. Even though it is.
This burger's long.
Yeah, buddy. I don't have the health for this. Please don't shoot me in the back. Please don't shoot me in the back. Please. 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 Oh. Finally. Jeez, that was awful. I mean, it was fun, but it's just very long. What do you... Hey, no. Put that back. That's 22. That's gross. That's, let go. Let go. Let go. Ah. Alright, can you put all of this back? Thank you, buddy. He's messing with 22 out on the floor. Thanks, buddy. Ooh. Alright. Alright, before we go. I'll do this so I can just finish it. What's that, bud? No, but put it all back. There's a few more, okay? Yeah, I know. No. Back in the box. No. Oh, you want to dump it like that? That's fine. You're just making a mess, bud. That's all. Alright. Let that keep doing its thing. Go here. Fresh, 970. That's not doing horrible.
Which means that any organism with sufficient massive cognitive capability is a potential vector.
Let's save and quit. It's fine. I don't really care. Okay, so we can quit to desktop whenever that wants to do that. There we go. Okay, so we're back to there. Let's go ahead and pull up the intro real fast. The Russian dance intro. That is what I actually came with, or what I actually ended up having to go with. Because again, I entered a lot of different versions of this. So I have the intro that I showed off at the beginning of the stream, which is the same one that's in this one, and then this one here is a re-edit, and then this one here is a different intro entirely that they didn't like. So I ended up having to render and edit 4 different versions of this video to get the one that YouTube eventually said was okay. So we can go ahead and just take a look at this, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream. And we'll probably hit 50,000 subs later on today.
Сегодня будут танцы, и щеки девушек горят, с утра горят румянцем. Пришли девчонки стоят, в сторонке платочки в руках теребят.
So that was the intro that YouTube actually approved of, which is like, it's a Russian dance remix song from the Atomic Heart OST that I had to like chop up into 3 different cuts to kind of make it work for the intro. So that is what YouTube eventually ended up liking. But there was one last question before we end. Yeah, it's very upbeat. So Tacticon Armament. I've actually I've talked to the guy there that owns it. Bruce, what are you doing? Bruce, stop it. Put it back, please. Please, okay? Bruce. Anyways, I'll take care of that in just a second. He's just messing with 22 ammo. Tacticon armament, the optics are not great. He's just making a mess. Okay. Yeah, they're not great. They're Chinese like rebrands. Maybe they're all right, but I'm never like particularly excited to try something out that's like a copy of just something else that's better, basically. And I mean, it's like this one here that they're selling. It's a 1-6 LPVO for $400, and I'm about to review the SIG MSR 1-6, which I actually really like quite a bit. That's $300 with a mount, and I think it has a better reticle. So like on paper, they're just not that interesting. So it's like, do you really want to take one out for $400? Even if they sent it out to me for free. Like, it's not, the weight is 21.3 ounces, which is a little on the heavy side. 103 feet field of view is not very good. It's okay, but it's not very good. $400 with a mount, not a great price, especially compared to something like the SIG MSR 1-6 that I'm about to review that I actually like quite a bit. Again, just not that exciting. But I think that's where we're going to end it for today, guys. I don't really have much more to talk about. Just wanted to play games and hang out for a little while. Went for about 2.5 hours, played some Halo, played some Age of Empires, and hopefully answered some of your guys' questions if you guys had. So I really appreciate all you guys for subscribing, for watching along, for everybody that watches this later. Thank you very much to all, basically 50,000 of you. So I do appreciate it. 2024 should hopefully be a very good year, and we'll try to make it interesting at least. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one.